my husband asked me to choose between him and Christ. And of course, there was no way I could denounce my faith in Christ. And for that reason, I was given a letter of divorce. Hello viewers, this is a continuation of my story. If you recall, in one of my previous videos, I mentioned the fact that I got divorced because my husband asked me to choose between him and Christ. And of course, there was no way I could denounce my faith in Christ. And for that reason, I was given a letter of divorce. And that ended that marriage. I moved to Abuja and started working. I also have told you about my work life in Abuja. And one of the churches I attended when I got into Abuja is called Solid Rock. While I was in that church, I was very much involved in evangelism and worked in that church as a believer. And at some point, the pastor called me to discuss with me the fact that 3 brothers in the church had come to speak to him about getting married to me. And this time I was 27. I was still quite young, and I was taken aback because I wasn't expecting this at all. This was not what I was thinking about at this point of my life. But he encouraged me to think about it, for the fact that I was still very young and it would not be good for me to fall into sin since I was quite young. Of course, I didn't even consider that as a problem at that time, but I was encouraged to pray about it. And eventually, I got married to one of them, and his name is Yinka Oduwole. And we got married on the 7th of January, 1995. That was the day of our wedding. It was a glorious day. And we lived together, and I got pregnant in the same year. However, there was a problem. In the 3rd month, abortion threatened. So I was admitted in the hospital. And I will tell you a little bit about what happened to me as an unbeliever. As an unbeliever, I had several miscarriages. I talked about this in one of my videos, how I lost 2 children prematurely. And then I also had an abortion of one of my pregnancies. It was so prevalent, and the children that I had to go on bed rest for one of them, and the other one, I had to manage it before I could have those 2 kids I had. So that was a pattern before I became a believer. Now, go back to what happened. When the abortion threatened in this pregnancy that I was carrying in 1995, the gynecologist, who was also a child of God, checked me and realized that there was nothing really wrong. However, I was having contractions. So he called my husband and said, if you know how to pray, go home and pray, because I can't see anything wrong. And my husband went home and prayed all night that day. And by the following day, which was a Sunday, all of the pains, the contractions ceased. And then by the following day, I was discharged to go home. No medications were administered. This pointed to the fact that God answered his prayer, and that pregnancy went to full term. And I had that child. And now he was born in January, the 14th of January, 1996. And his name is Funto. They call him Baba Funto Oduwole. And I had two other kids after Funto. The second one is Funke Oduwole, and the third one, Funsho Oduwole. These are the three beautiful children that God gave me in this marriage. And I must tell you that these are very special children. My first son graduated in university. He studied mechanical engineering, came out with first class. My second child, my daughter Funke, also graduated from the university in the UK and came out with first class. And my third child, Funsho, is currently in Cambridge, in his second year in Cambridge. Now, the children I thought I lost when I was divorced, I must let you know that they are with me now. We are close. We talk almost on a daily basis. They love me and I love them. So nothing has been lost. Those two children are awesome. They've given me 5 grandchildren in total. And as I speak with you, I have some of them in my house. I'm enjoying my life with them. And I know that God has a plan for every single one of these 5 awesome children that He has given to me. And I believe God for the best for their lives. Thank you for listening to me today.
People, you heard her. Mother, first class. First son out of second marriage, first class. Second daughter out of second marriage, first class. The son, the third boy out of second marriage, Cambridge. Did I tell you about adventures with God? Father is a promoter. Father blesses people. Father makes a way where there is no way. Is He your Father? Do you know Him? Do you have a story to tell of specific, definite interventions of God in your life like Aisha is talking? Like I also mentioned to you in several videos? If you have not surrendered your heart to Jesus, this matter is in your hands. The choice is yours. I told you about adventures. God has a plan for your life. Just like God had a plan for her life. To make her a first class student. Now, 2 of her children, first class. The third boy is on his way. Surrender your heart to Jesus. That is my advice to you. You will see a clear finger of God working in your life. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Send this video to your friends. Encourage people. God is at work. He can still do miracles for you today. God bless you.